Hi tutors! This term I have chosen the residential project for the couple Katerina and Nikos. Let's begin. Because it is a hypothetical project, a non-existing site, and customers I couldn't meet myself, I felt the need to add an inspiration factor, something that would give me a more tangible vibe. My customers are Greek origin living in Islington, London. Researching their roots made me go back to Hellenic period and the influence of Nike, known as the symbol of victory. Her statue, made in grey Latros marble, was discovered in 1863 and is assumed to be a tribute to a victorious naval battle in Salamis in 306 BC. Currently displayed at Louvre, is one of the most celebrated sculptures in the world. The statue shows a mastery of form and movement, which is later used in the concept and the idea for the project. To suggest a body in motion, the artist, yet unknown, positioned Nike in an asymmetrical stance, known as a counter pose. This pose implies movement through the use of realistic weight distribution and an S-shaped, beautiful body. Following the art road and further influence of the Statue of Victory, I have found other artists that were inspired by it. For example, the painting from Abbot Henderson Tyers, A Virgin, is a popular painted allusion. To me, it illustrates a mother and her victorious two children, where I see Caterina in the near future as well. Then the sculpture called Unique Forms of Continuity in Space by a futuristic sculptor Umberto Boccini, currently located at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. This led me to reinterpret Hellenic art, statues, goddesses, on next pages throughout the dossier, and surely will find its place in the design itself. Second layer that I added to the Nika statue is the interpretation of the victory itself, what it means and how it influences our life. It says no matter how battle looks like, you will always treat it as a victory. There is no failure but always a lesson. As a designer, I wanted for Katerina and Nikos, their interior reminds them of different kinds of victory they achieve and keep achieving and make them aware of a victory that is part of their life. That's why the dossier starts with the quote, "Celebrate every tiny victory." A little bit about my clients. Who is this lovely couple? As mentioned before, both born and raised in Greece. Nikos moved to San Francisco and lived there for a couple of years when finally decided to move to London, where Katerina has moved from Athens as well. Both in their mid-30s are very successful individuals. Katerina is a lawyer, but her soft side enjoys romantic comedies and Friends series. She enjoys good company and likes to chill out in the evening after a hard day at work. She loves fashion and has to be very conscious when dressing to work, smart and elegant. But at home she likes to relax and chill. During the weekends she likes to exercise. Nikos is an artist, although working as a marketer in a very down-to-earth company where he works with customers creating their brands, identity, and products. His passion is expressed by photography and cinematography. His influence is a New Yorker street photographer, Phil Neumann, and the goal for Nikos is to have his own studio at his new living space, possibly changing his career to dedicate to photography only. He likes to enjoy with a good movie possible Tarantino's surrealistic comedies. I have discovered three layers to combine within this project: the element of Greece and its culture, San Francisco, where Nikos comes from, and multicultural vibe of London. My goal will be to bring them closer to the image down to the right, the enjoyment of life, social life, which is missing in the busy lifestyle in London. For this project, I am about to design an apartment for my client, Katerina and Nikos, a rental apartment, as well as a studio space for Nikos to work on his photography and cinematography. Both my customers are young professionals, a married couple with no kids yet. They are building a space for themselves with a long-term vision. They are ready to invest in good quality elements and finishes and don't want to compromise on good solutions, even if they need more maintenance. Nikos is a tech geek and is looking forward to create a true intelligent space that will improve the quality of their living, making it less demanding. By analyzing some successful interior design studios and the residential project, as well as meeting the customers online, these were the key elements for the project that must be incorporated. Apartment. This is the main space. The apartment will be spread on 2 levels. It is important to predefine what combination of zones will be most comfortable for their users. Possibly lower level will be dedicated to day use and guest area. Main bedrooms and kids' rooms will be placed on upper level. As Katerina and Nikos have family living abroad, they're very social people. It is important for them to have a nice, comfortable sitting area in their lounge when they can host visitors. The sitting space should be designed for a minimum 8 people. The lounge should have a cozy and smart style. For the same reason, they need an ensuite guest bedroom located far from their own bedroom to ensure privacy for both homeowners and visitors. Downstairs, living space should include additional living room that is informal and allows for a zen zone where Katerina can have her yoga sessions during weekends. Nikos enjoys cooking. He will benefit from an open plan kitchen with dining zone for 12 people with a raised bar or big island that will allow his friends to join him while cooking. This should form an informal dining space to have a quick breakfast or lunch. Apart from the living area, possibly upper level should include an ensuite master bedroom with a full walk-in closet and plenty of storage. Although the couple has no children yet, they want to take provisions on that and incorporate 2 kids' rooms connected with 1 bathroom with a shower and bathtub. It is good for them to have a laundry room located near all bedrooms as a separate room. Functionality of all rooms should be enhanced by use of smart home technology and ensure a flawless use of space. In terms of style and color scheme, they like smart, casual, and colorful interiors, no white walls. The studio. Nikos' hobby can turn into a full-time job, so he needs a designer to think of the studio as of a full-time use separate property within their apartment. In the early stage, he will be the only one to use it, but in the future, he projects that 2-3 people will work with him full-time. His studio needs privacy and access to a window, best a north-facing one, as gives it a good light for in-studio portraits. But this is not the main requirement. He needs a proper 2 meters wide photoshoot scene with a background hanging to the ceiling. He needs a large desk for painted material, printers, and separate desk for a computer that will be connected directly to the cameras. A comfortable desk with an ergonomic chair is a priority. On the weekends, Nikos spends more than 20 hours working on his photography and videos he later publishes on YouTube. He needs his studio to be fully soundproof, walls and the ceiling. If there is a window, must include a blackout blind in grey or black color. Rental 1-bedroom apartment. Katerina and Nikos plan to lower the cost by renting out a small apartment for a sole professional or a couple. This comes as a secondary priority. They don't want to compromise the space of their own apartment and they need the space to be designed in a smart way. No matter the size of the apartment, it should allow for a double bed, a living area, an additional extendable sofa, open plan kitchen, and a comfortable bathroom. The apartment must have an independent entrance and the wall dividing it from the main apartment should be soundproof. There should be enough storage for 2 people. Katerina and Nikos have been renting apartments themselves so they know what they don't want in their space. No claustrophobic spaces and cheap finishes. The style of the apartment should be cozy but still unisex and allow for further adaptation by future tenants. It was a hard choice. As I mentioned previously, I have specified 3 areas of interest that I would like to explore during this residential project, as I find it challenging. These are smart technology, crafted bespoke furniture pieces, and rental property design. All very exciting and offer a lot to learn in the subject. However, I have decided to choose the most challenging of all, which is smart technology. Over past few years, this market has developed a lot and it's constantly growing with new ideas and possibilities. This is something that can be applied to an entire project rather than bespoke furniture, which I still treat as a very delicate and taboo subject. Today's consumption culture has taught us the value of money is more important than the quality. Nevertheless, the technology seems to become our future and all smart solutions will form a part of our everyday life. The concept was inspired by a few elements. The Hellenic art, the statue of Nika. I wanted to create a connection with values that are close to people and apply in everyone's life. No doubt the victory is one of such values. It can be translated into many different areas, yet still mean success and achievement. Tree of Life. Katerina and Nikos are a married couple. They are 2 but 1. The image symbolizes their unity and the creation of something new. A tree connecting the 2 halves is the new life they build that eventually will grow with the strong roots and fruits of their love. Roots, the foundation. No tree can grow without having roots that are the base and hold the weight of the tree. This symbolizes what is unseen but only known and visible to Katerina and Nikos, their connection, the roots that are now together holding and supporting each other. Smart home technology based on movement. Nikos is after smart home technology in their new living space. Katerina remains skeptical. This made me think of a movement as most home sensors are using movement technology to perform actions. Since Katerina doesn't like technology too much, I believe if it forms part of art of life, like dance is an art of movement, she will be convinced of new ways this can be applied in a day-to-day functionality. The style of movement on this image inspires me to introduce very subtle lines, curves, fabrics to emphasize the idea that life is a dance, and being married reminds me of a dance as well. The fine lines from this image will influence the interior design. The fine fabrics will be introduced to rooms, and definitely the vibe of freedom will be present all over the space. Altogether, Roots of Victory is the new concept creation that will inspire the interior design, the finishes, the decor, the vibe of connection, freedom, and celebration of every tiny victory. Thank you.